Okay, so the other day I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw a post where it was talking about ESPN and the UFC might end up their deal together by the end of 2025, and the UFC might be interested in a deal with the only platform, Netflix. And I don't know for y'all, but if both of these companies team up together, this could be a huge W for both Netflix and the UFC. In this video, I'm gonna talk about 3 factors of why the UFC and Netflix should team up together. But before I continue this video, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to follow me on Instagram. The first reason of why I believe the UFC should team up with Netflix is I believe they could skyrocket their popularity even better. I mean, just think about it. Let's say that someone who has never watched some UFC fight before goes on Netflix and starts to scroll on Netflix, and he sees on his recommendation section some UFC fights, and he starts to watch those UFC fights, and just like that he gains some interest by watching other UFC fights, and then again and again and again, and just like that you gain a fan. And if you can do that with one person, imagine what we could do with 200 million people using the platform. The second factor of why the UFC should team up with Netflix is because it could be an easy access for any UFC fan who wants to watch a UFC fight. Because if we're being honest, it's not everyone that likes to pay $100 for a pay-per-view event. Some people believe that it's not worth it, and some people simply don't have the money for that. And the third and last factor of why the UFC should team up with Netflix is that I believe Netflix could help the UFC fans with their time. And what I mean by that is that it's not everyone who's available to watch a fight late up at night at 1 a.m. It's not everyone who's available to watch a fight at 4 p.m. because the event is at Saudi Arabia or Dubai. So I could see the Netflix make up an option where when the whole event is done, they can keep the event on the platform, so the people who were not able to watch the event or miss the event because they were busy, they can get on the platform and tune in and catch up with what they missed. The WWE, who is also teaming up with Netflix, literally has that option where someone can catch up with what they missed. They can catch up with the last Monday Night Raw that they missed, and they can also catch up with the last Friday Night SmackDown that they missed. And I believe personally that it's really useful, and it could also be really useful for UFC fans. So that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know in the comments what y'all think about this. Should the UFC team up with Netflix in the future? Make sure to subscribe to my channel and to follow me on Instagram, and see you next time.